What's up, yo? What's up? Make sure we
What up, gangsters? What up, fellow creators, fellow fans, fellow artists, fellow entertainment enthusiasts? It's React and Draw. Dan and Sean back again. You know what I'm saying? Sean is fighting the plague right now, but he is here. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what artists do. They push through the pain, push through the multitude of diseases in NYC.
I'm pretty sure they have some new ones for me, but
Probably. You never know. Domestic, foreign, all the diseases are swirling around from everywhere. Maybe you're the lab test monkey. Maybe you're the I don't know the bunny rabbit that they escaped from the lab. You know what I'm saying? And they injected you with a bunch of stuff going on.
oh, so that's how all this started. Well, then I regret to inform y'all it was my fault. I guess.
Oh,
But
okay. Spread the new. They've got the lockdown again, thanks to you. Anyway, what's up? We got Di J in the chat. What's up?
Jay Nagi's here. What's
All
up,
right.
guys?
What up, gang? All right. Late night stream. Talking about creating art. You know what I'm saying? We think about a topic for the show today. Sean was like, yo, it's just time to talk about making your own projects because Hollywood, the comic industry, the American animation industry, they ain't have nothing for you, man. You know, they take what you want. I think there's probably a focus group of what the people want,
Mm-hmm.
and then they do the exact opposite. Okay. That's what's going on. So what do you do in a time like this? You know what I'm saying? Do you sit at home moping and complaining and raging?
No, that's the
I mean,
answer,
yeah,
y'all. Sit at home and cry.
yeah.
That's it.
I mean, yeah, I do all those things, of course, but I'm saying like in addition to doing those things,
Cry. That's the end of the stream, y'all. That was the solution.
that was the solution.
That
That's
was
the solution
the
right now.
anti Tony Robbins.
Yeah, the whole anti Tony Robbins, Ty Lopez, whatever YouTube guru they have right now
Yeah,
solution.
I don't even know who the new YouTube guru is, to be honest.
It's true. Well, look at Sean scrolling through his art right here.
Where
All of the art
is my
that
page?
he's doing. Okay. Well, step one to making your own art: organize your art so you know where your page is. Step one. Uh, but anyway,
I have a tip for y'all. I do have a tip. Um, if I find it, I'll show you. Oh, right here. See, this second row, y'all, where I
mhm,
have and I have where it says scrap. This is for anybody who uses Procreate, whether they're gonna watch the stream during this live, anybody on right now or after. Now, this is probably stupid piece of advice. Probably a stupid piece of advice. But
I
that
want to hear the stupidity. That's
okay.
what I come on here for.
Okay,
Okay.
so where it says stack, the second picture on the second row from
Yes.
the left,
Yes.
you can go and you can put two pictures in one. Okay,
Yes.
and you do that by, like, let's take this old rip reverse thing right here. You hold it over it, and then boom, and then it makes a stack.
Yes.
Now, the reason I said all of that is so also I could say, don't do that, don't do that. And the reason I
Why?
say, because let's say I was scrolling one day and I mistakenly just slightly slid left. Yeah.
What is instant delete? It's like prime to delete.
Well, everything on here is primed to delete. That's the problem. That's the one flaw of Procreate. Anything here, if I swipe left, is primed to delete. The problem is when I have all these art pieces grouped, this is primed to delete the entire stack. So instead of you using losing one picture, you're losing multiple pictures in one shot. Boom, it's gone, never to be seen again.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous.
Well, that's an important safety tip.
Yeah, so don't do
This
that.
is
Don't
yeah.
group
Well,
your stuff
anyway.
like that. It
Hmm.
seems like a great idea. I used to do it. I thankfully have never mistakenly deleted all of my group stuff, but the fear was always there. So yeah, I would advise against it. Oh my bad, that's Mars. Yeah.
But look
Oh
at this. This is yeah. Well, that look at that picture. Hold that up for a second. Maybe they want to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Just leave that up as you talk. This is Sean's original character for the upcoming graphic novel Metal Legion,
Yep.
a comic book series. I've had people say like, "Don't call these things graphic novels. It's like very pretentious. Call it comics or something."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't care about all that. I will call it comics for the sake of this. Comic books. All right. We love comic books, guys. So this stream is devoted to making your own comic books.
Right.
This character is called Amaris. It is from the comic book Metal Legion,
No,
coming
no.
from
This
Sean.
this actually is not from Elysian.
Sorry, not Metal
Yeah.
Legion.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Oh, this
Yeah.
is something else. See, I don't even know what's going on. You got to help me out. All right, you
Amaris
take it.
has no story. She was made up with two other vampiric characters. She has no home. Uh
Oh, so
yeah, she has no home. But I have her right here also. You guys recognize if you've seen the picture of the black girl standing in front of the moon. Sorry, I can't even point because that's Anubis. Yeah, right there. Let me
interesting.
lift up a little bit. But in the background, everything else is Metal Legion, red right over there, Metal Legion and Metal Legion again. The whole cast down there of a mixture of stuff, and my copy of Red Cyberpunk Fairytale, of course, in the back. I probably should go over both of those properties in depth. In depth when more people come on. And hold on, DJ, what's up? What's up? What's up? It says I might make a Monster Hunter World fan art soon. I started playing recently, and this is my top three games of all time. Of all time, that's a big claim. I have never played Monster Hunter actually.
That Jay, what did you think of the Monster Hunter movie
I
with,
didn't see the Monster Hunter movie
with
either.
Mila Jovovich? You know, Paul W.S. Anderson, the director of that movie, also directed Resident Evil. He loves putting his wife in stuff. Let's just put it that way. Like, if there's a movie, his wife's in it.
Yeah,
She's a star. He's making up a character specifically for her to appear.
yeah. DJ says my
Yeah,
Procreate looks so much worse. Yeah,
yeah,
my Procreate is a mess. What I should at least do, which is really annoying, is to not group them in one stack, but at least to group them next to each other or something.
yeah.
DJ
It's funny
says,
they got a Morris mixed up with Metal Legion because I guess it's like you have so many characters in development that
yeah, there's a lot of characters in development, and
I
that's
got
why I
mixed
should
up.
group them next to each other. We might do that today. Maybe y'all want to, and we could help organize everything that's going on.
But most definitely some
DJ
cool
said something
stuff.
important here. It says, "There's no. Are you sure you want to delete?" No, there isn't.
No,
There
no.
isn't. As a matter of fact, like, just to prove this to y'all, to anybody watching, I'm going to delete something that I actually don't want anymore. This picture of Wes right here, I'm not really rocking with this right now. Um,
But it looks cool. But you don't want to save it for anything. You just want it gone from
hold
existence.
on, let's see something that
What about
definitely.
that butterfly over there?
Yeah,
You need
this
that?
butter. Yeah, no, I don't need this butterfly. This was supposed to be a commission, and nobody ever really came for the commission. So you swipe left, boom, and then you either have share, duplicate, or delete. Hit delete. Wait, is this new? Or was this always there? Oh, I guess it does ask. It does ask. All right. So there is that one little precaution right before, everything goes bye bye. I am going to delete this though. But I still think it's a danger to have an entire stack because imagine your fingers just moving too quick and you're just like pressing like All frantic, like, oh, I didn't mean to do that, and then you just delete your whole stack, and you're done.
Well, the
And
solution to that is just to relax yourself
right,
into the Procreate program. Don't go crazy.
and the reason this is more deadly on Procreate is that, see, in Clip Studio, you're saving your work into the iCloud. You mess up, you could just pull it back from the iCloud. You delete from here. There's no, you can't pull this back. B. There's no coming back. You're just done. Digest says, "Oh, it's not there. I could have sworn it was not there. I could have sworn it wasn't a thing too. Did they update it, or are we just silly? I don't know, Jay. We might be silly, but I could have sworn that precaution was not there before. Maybe some, like real illustrators could come and tell me, like, what are you talking about, silly man? No, this option was always here. Faye's in the chat. What's up, Faye? Excuse me.
What's happening?
Oh, you know what I could have deleted? These extraneous art sample arts. I don't really use these. I'm not gonna lie. Good stuff though. I will keep the Loish though. I'll keep the Loish for color sampling, and I'll keep this too because it has actually great. I want to know what kind of filter fuzz thing they use there. They have some chromatic aberration.
Mhm.
It's actually pretty cool. Not my facial style, but Excuse me. Oh, speaking of which, here's red. So I'm like revamping this Dan, this is one I was telling you that I was revamping
Oh,
because I lost
okay.
I lost the pencil lines for this.
Hmm.
Yeah, two reasons. One, I lost the pencil lines for this. Two, I wanted to put red in her iconic outfit. So I started just going uh yeah, going over it. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit. But we're gonna find let's find Red's other page. Mario Cinematic is here. What's up? Showing the Dan back in the saddle, prepare for battle. Yeah. Yeah, so this is gonna be a art stream slash random stream, y'all. Just have fun or whatever until I have to like go to bed and face the world or something. Where is this page? Come on now. Hey, I don't know when in sometime in React and Draw history, we, I don't know if y'all remember, we did coverage on this story. I don't. Did we do this during a live stream? We might have did this during a live stream. This was I forgot the
Oh
name.
yeah, I
It,
remember
it,
this.
it was in the middle of Pennsylvania, and like a bunch of kids came to loot this like kind of deli slash sandwich place. It was like a bigger sandwich place, and it was funny because they had this one girl in the forefront, and she did not care about any of the chaos that was happening in the background. And all she said was, "Y'all still making sandwiches?" I applaud her focus. Was it a Wawa? Is that what it was called? Like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's
In fact, that
old.
could be a short right there. You can make a short out of that. People
You know
still
what?
remember the
Yeah, you're
Wawa,
right. You're absolutely right. I could go
so
find that
definitely
story.
remember that bad boy.
The Wawa. Don't forget the Wawa. Man.
So anyway, comic books. What motivates you to make comic books? What are, in fact, I have another question.
Okay.
What, how do you see the indie comics landscape in 2024? How do you see the comic book industry in 2024?
That is a that's actually an
Hmm.
interesting that's actually an interesting question. I mean, the comic book industry as a whole in
Yes.
2024?
Yes.
I mean, look, I cannot propose to say that I know everything that is going on in comic books right now. Even when we're laughing about, all the silliness that's going on and all the uninteresting stories that seem to be coming about, like Um, uh, isn't like Marvel like about to fight a bunch of vampires now or something? I forgot.
Yeah, yeah, they're coming up with some kind of big event for Marvel where all the superheroes are going to fight vampires.
Right.
And at this point, I don't know. When you do storylines like that, it's sort of they've done it all at this point. They've exhausted opportunities, all the possibilities where you're just fighting vampires now. And it's just like, okay, it's not, I don't know. They need a new approach. They need something new to attract people. New characters, new storylines, new designs. Back in the day, the X-Men used to be like that kind of weird mad cap laboratory that
Yeah.
Marvel would have because the concept was very fluid
Right.
in the terms of the characters were always I guess more hipper and I
Forward
guess more
moving.
forward moving, more action based all the time than other superheroes. They were a team. They were mutants, so you could always introduce a new person with a new power and outfit very easily.
Right.
A complicated origin story. You know, the coolest artist in the industry used to be the one drawing it usually.
Right.
That way, when the people in the industry ask who's the new superstar, they're on X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
It was like easy. But now I don't know. It just became some random title that they destroyed because Marvel didn't have the movie rights to X-Men because they sold it to Fox. So there was some kind of corporate mandate to like nerf X-Men and deprioritize it
Right.
as a comic because they couldn't sell it as a movie
Fuck
or
can't
what.
have it. No.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm like, bro, but you can still make money on money from it as a comic, even though
I,
they're arguing that if they make the comic good, they're just promoting the movie that they don't see money from or as much money
they
from.
got salty.
Yeah, which is weird. Salty, and they like, I don't know what they call it. They cut their nose to spite their face or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, this is where we're at the comic book industry now. It sort of became a loss leader promotional item to promote movies or a pitch to a producer to make a movie
Yeah.
as opposed to comic sales onto themselves. So the opinion of like a Hollywood agent or Hollywood producer became more important than an actual fan or reader. Hence all the swaps, hence all the, new characters that have nothing to, that readers don't care about. It's probably at the behest of some movie producer, or they created it to court a movie producer.
Yeah. Because the movie is more important to them than the comic book nowadays.
Correct. So maybe the Sam Wilson thing was like some kind of thing saying, well, Chris Evans, we can't hold on to him forever. And eventually we have to keep making more movies. So we're going to do Sam Wilson. So make Sam Wilson Cap. And if fans don't like it, well, we'll just yell at them until they do. And the comic books say, well, I know fans want to see this in their comics, but okay, whatever. They just do it. Back in the day, like there would be like all kind of, I don't know, like what do you call it? Like if something was going downhill
Yes.
because of the editorial decision or an artist or a writer decision, they would try and steer the ship back into sales mode where they say, no, we can't do that anymore.
Right.
Now it just seems like they don't have that because so that's what's going on, I think, in comic book world, similar to DC. And they're all copying each other. Like they just think this is the way comic books are. Meanwhile, I guess in the manga world and the webtoon world, it's basically a one-to-one relationship with the customer. They make something cool, the people buy it, Very simple. The end. That's my answer anyway.
No, this about sounds about like about a sound answer.
So the solution is make your own stuff. So in that vein, Sean and I created a comic book called Red: A Cyberpunk Fairytale. It's an 88-page graphic novel available on redcomicbook.com. It tells the story of Red, a member of a private security firm who protects employees of the Canis Corporation, a mega corporation, the largest mega corporation in the world. Okay. And it's full color and
Right.
it's written by Sean and I. And this is a sample page that Sean was drawing
Yep.
for the web as a promotional tool. And hey, you never know. Maybe we'll use it for an actual story. So, Sean, when you are concocting a page like this,
Mm-hmm.
what's the first thing you think of in terms of layout? Do you just start drawing it right away and seeing how it works out? I mean, of course, that's start with a script naturally or a story idea.
Stories in the brain. Oh,
But once that's figured out, in terms of drawing it, how do you like conceive this? Like, look at this top panel here, right?
yeah.
Have Red, she's in the city. Okay. You got a
She's in the
face
city
here.
on top of a building,
It's a
facing
city on top of the building, right?
facing off against, you know, an enemy combatant,
Correct.
and it's gonna end on the square off. I mean, the idea of this page was I just wanted something where Red was being challenged, and something that
Yeah.
shows some kind of like suspense, like you don't know what's gonna happen next.
I kind of like the way you approached the top panel in relation to the second panel because um I guess usually the basics is
Mhm.
to have an establishing shot.
Right.
Like she's on the roof and then you would get to a close up, but this is more like a I don't call it pan out,
Yeah.
as if the camera's panning away. So like the first panel is like zoomed in on Red, and then we back away to see that she's on top of a building.
Yes. It was a story by by reveal. It's like
Correct.
she has a tense look on her face. Something's going on. Peel back the layer. Oh, she's facing off against somebody. Peel back a little bit more as they're about to clash and end.
Right.
So it's kind of just like a, I guess like how old school artists do an illustration, where it's like they tell a story by drawing something that makes you question it, and this was instead of like done in one illustration, obviously it's done in a page. Uh,
Yes.
you don't know what's going on. You don't know who she's fighting. You don't know why. You just know that there is a conflict and
Right.
something is about to go down. And I think the idea for this page when I started it was I just wanted to show some kind of a power struggle, and then I birthed whatever this was with admittedly minimal reference when I got started. So
Right. Now, I guess some I find like newer artists, their MO is to work on characters
mhm.
and character design and faces and things.
Yeah.
And then they kind of avoid doing buildings and backgrounds and things like that.
Mhm.
So, because they struggle with perspective or they're not familiar with the concept of perspective.
Mhm.
But if you could talk about perspective a little bit, maybe that could help people a little bit, like figure out their panel work.
I guess perspective is a hold on.
Yeah, I mean it's a big topic, but like just the basics, like
Yeah,
just
I mean, because there's I guess it. Well, I guess it's only something you can get away with in comic world, but perspective. I've seen it. I don't know what they call it, but I'm just gonna make my own name for it, where it's just generally implied perspective. But I think
but I mean there are basics to
yes.
perspective. Like there's 1 point perspective where all of the lines,
Hmm.
the run parallel towards a certain. I mean, all the parallel lines run to a certain point. So you have one point perspective where the lines converge, like city building lines
Right.
converge that are not, what they call the horizontal lines that converge at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
2 point perspective where lines from the left and the right of the page are converging to two separate points, opposite points.
Right.
Then there's 3 point perspective where it's more used for like worm's eye view or bird's eye view situations
Right.
where there are two opposite perspective points and then there's one point on the bottom or one point at the top, the apex point.
Right.
And that's like for like extreme angles, camera angles. Those are like the three basic perspective points. You could do a lot with one.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people don't tell you. Like, if you have problems with like 3 points or whatnot, you can do a lot with one, you know, or
Like
two.
like the top panel here is technically, I guess, two. Although
Yes,
I
it's
mean,
two.
the
If it was,
obvious one
yeah,
is the excuse me, sorry. The obvious one is like the I'm gonna erase this line. The one going this way, the line going this way. But then the other perspective line is the one going this way.
right.
So 2 point perspective, and programs like Procreate make it a little easier to plan that out because you can actually plot your points. In fact, I'm almost certain I probably plotted my points here. Let me go and check. Canvas page assist. Oh no, why did that happen? Why is it doing oh, it thinks that it's doing an animation assist. That is weird.
I think a good tip,
Hmm.
like a practice people could do is like they could find drawings from their favorite artist, make sure, it's a really good artist,
Yeah.
and then see, you can just download it from the internet or Google onto your iPad or just try to figure out the perspective points in each picture.
Yeah. Oh,
You
actually,
know,
that's a good practice.
like is it one or is it two? And if you have a program like this is Sean's using an iPad, and he's drawing on a program called Procreate. But you could use anything. You could use Affinity has a program to draw, and
Right.
there's also Clip Studio Paint. You could just download pictures from the internet and just like trace to see where the lines of the buildings or a room lead to, and you could find the perspective points.
Yeah.
But all the perspective points are aligned on the horizon line. The horizon line is like it's basically the eye level. Technically, the horizon is the demarcation line between sea and sky.
Hmm.
You know, and it's also like the eye level of the reader or
Yes.
whatnot. So in the second panel, the horizon line is you can see where the that whole building, I guess, barrier is moving towards.
Yes.
So it's a little high. And Sean's doing a very loose perspective drawing. It's actually a perspective tool on Procreate that you can use.
Yeah.
And you can plot your perspective points. Maybe Sean will show you that later. But anyway,
I think I have it set up on this one. Let me see some. Could have sworn I did, but I'm on drawing assist. Is that? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's on there. You just can't see it.
yeah,
Drawing
if you
guide.
click on
Ah, here we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
There
In
we
fact,
go.
click on edit drawing guide. So
There
you
we
got a
go.
perspective point all the way over there.
So, and this is insane right here. I got one
And for which
perspective.
panel is this?
This is for panel one. This is specifically for panel one.
Right, so
So
you can see all those
this
lines
right
from the
here, this
building.
guide is for any of the lines that are clearly slanted that way. And then where's the other line, bro? Oh my goodness. Wait. Oh, I don't have it? Oh, maybe it
Oh
was
no, I
on.
see it. Oh no, it's not there.
No, it's not there.
All
I
right.
might have taken it out only because I probably didn't necessarily need it or something.
Yeah, the little dirty secret sometimes is like, you hear for like the raw dose is like you can sort of fudge it a little bit if it's very far away, but you got to be really good
Yeah,
to know what looks natural and what doesn't to get away with stuff like that. I learned that from Jim Lee. I was watching a Jim Lee draw stream and they were asking him like,
I
"Yo,
remember
these
that stream.
perspective," and he said like, "Listen, I used to plot my perspective points like all the way to the end of the drawing table with like
Hmm.
tape and whatnot." And then he said like, I don't know, he was able to eyeball it after a while.
Right.
But definitely you gotta know the basics before you can do stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nagy's here. He says my internet crashed. Oh no,
Oh,
that's not good.
hold on, y'all. Trying to.
Faye is here. Um, cool. I mean, look, so comic books, guys. It's interesting to see how much the comic book landscape has changed. Now you have crowdfunding. Now you have web comics. A lot of people doing stuff on Webtoon,
Hmm.
and it'd be interesting to see what people prefer. It's almost like there's more every I don't know 4 years, 5 years. There's always some new format or some new venue, some new way to get comics out.
Hmm.
But
Especially nowadays, we don't need diamond anymore.
well, I think Diamond's still around.
True, but I mean, like as far as like indie
But
publishing.
yeah, yeah, if you want to, you can just go on Amazon.com and make a comic book and put it out there and ask for whatever, $5 or whatever you want to charge.
Yeah.
And it's all good. I'm just gonna whip this chat up on my iPad so I can see it
Okay.
better.
No problem. While you're doing that, I'm gonna get something real quick.
And if you can, in the meantime, if you're in the chat, you like the video, like the video. It helps us in the algo. Lets people know that this stream exists on the interwebs. IJ says, my technique is to fail my way to success. I just go until it looks decent, but I do little basics of perspective also, so that helps. Yeah, exactly. If you know the basics, that's good. I mean, it's the only way to go, I assume, because then it can get weird if you don't. But it's not really that difficult. I mean, if you deal with like, just for anybody who's intimidated, it's just like you can deal with 3 points and just be good with that. So, what in the chat? What are your favorite comics at the time, or manga, or anything? It's kind of a weird time right now for comics, I think, but it seems to be a very popular time for comics. I mean, we see all these um, projects raise a lot of money. We all know the players.
Yeah. You talking about the indie projects?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and you're always tracking that. If you're on Twitter, the feed is always somebody talking about their projects.
Yep.
So anyway, this is our character Red, and it's Red Riding Hood, and it's a sci-fi reimagining of the Red Riding Hood fairy tale,
Yep.
of course, as routine viewers of our stream know. And she's brandishing a sword here.
Yeah, she's not having it. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to figure out the. I had some problems with her hand placement and perspective, and this is one of. You ever seen one of them? One of those instructed art streams. Excuse me. Sorry. You'll you always see them like kind of like pulling and prodding like the perspective of their characters' arms and legs, and that's probably one of the best parts about doing digital art.
Yeah, it gives you options. I mean, think about it. This is a whole generation right now
Yeah.
that probably only drawn digital comics, like drawn digitally, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
They, you know, Meanwhile, it's funny. It's funny how like technology has changed, but the process is still the same. You still have to know about perspective. You still have to know about anatomy. You still have to be able to tell a story.
Oh yeah.
Before people were just drawing it on Bristol board and sending it into the companies.
Mm-hmm.
Other people were, I don't know, folding pieces of paper and drawing it and selling it as what they call it, Ashcan comics,
Yeah.
indie comics. They still do that at a small press expo. They have people just folding, you know, typing paper together and start drawing comics and stapling it. Any way you can get your comic out, and get an audience
Yeah.
valid. Um, DJ says, my favorite comic is Flashpoint. Flash is my favorite hero. Unfortunately, my man keeps getting did dirty. Yes, exactly. Ezra Miller and the whole Flash movie, I'm sure.
Y'all weren't
And,
feeling Ezra
and,
Miller?
and how was that Flashpoint adaptation for you? What were your thoughts on that one? I'm sure it's very comic accurate, I'm sure.
Hence, this is why you have to make your own stuff now, because all they're gonna do is ruin your favorite things.
Right. And if you notice it, then they attack you.
Yeah.
So it's like at the end of the day, when you make your own stuff, they can't attack that because it's your own stuff. At least on not in that level. But it was pretty rough. I mean, that movie was weird in
Bro,
terms of
the baby scene, bro.
yeah, it was pretty weird. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on with these comic book adaptations. Like you got the Flash, and it's just the comic is right there. Just adapt the comic. It's really not that difficult. I mean, it was Thomas Wayne.
I don't know. Yesterday we were talking about my all-time favorite movie,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, and just the concept of adaptations, bro. I don't know, bro. It's like they can't.
Yeah, it's like they can't. It's sort of weird because the source material is there and they keep adapting it, thinking like, oh, normies aren't going to understand this, so I need to change it. Meanwhile, something like Mortal Kombat, it's not that weird. It really isn't.
It's like,
The
yo,
first movie got it right. I mean,
it really
special
did.
effects are dated now, I guess, but they got the concept
Oh,
right.
it's
They
super
had,
dated, and that movie is still enjoyable. Yeah, I said it, yo.
yeah.
I unironically like more. I don't even think that's a hot take, actually.
Oh, it's
Nah, I
had a
don't even think.
beginning, middle, and end. It had all the characters in it, and
Yeah,
it
a
told the
hot take
story.
would be saying if you more like Mortal Kombat Annihilation now.
Yeah, it had Shang Tsung. He was the leader of Outworld. He's a Mortal Kombat champion, king, runner
Right.
of the tournament. Goro is there, right?
Yeah.
He's a prince. He's got a throne. They got that right. You know, they had
He did not get defeated
Kano.
by a station wagon in that movie.
No, he did not. Goro did not get hit by the Jeep Wagoneer or whatever, by Ko Young's wife or anything like that. They were fighting in a tournament, just like in the movie, the original movie.
Yeah.
These things aren't difficult. I mean, Liu Kang, he was the star. Liu Kang was the star in the game.
Yeah.
He's a human being. He studies at the Buddhist temple. Buddhist temples exist to this day. Shaolin Temple, whatever. Um, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage. I mean, look, it makes sense, but they had different plans. Power 900 is here. What's up? Said
Hey, what
people
up?
wanted Grant over Ezra. Yes, they
They
did,
did.
and as we talked about at the beginning of the stream, it seems like they take a survey of what people want and do the opposite.
Like, hey guys, what do you want? What do you want to see? Oh, we really want to see Grant as Flash. Ezra's just like running around being a criminal and giving people stone cold stunners and you know stealing
Yeah,
people's henny and
right. We want to see Supergirl in her Supergirl outfit doing stuff, and
they gave you Sasha Kaye.
yeah, with
I don't even dislike Sasha, by the way.
what's funny, when I watched the movie, her performance wasn't even that bad. She actually like put a lot of passion
Yeah,
into
it was pretty good.
a thinly written product.
Yeah,
And I guess they chopped off her hair because I guess like they're giving her prison haircuts because she was imprisoned
Right, and I
and
guess
all
that.
that.
Well, I mean, she was supposed. That was supposed to be Clark, according to
Correct.
Flashpoint.
Correct. But they
So I
changed
guess
it
they were
to
trying to Clarkify her or something. But like,
right. But
she
since
know.
like I guess Henry Cavill couldn't be involved in this project for some reason,
Right.
they changed it to Supergirl.
I
They I don't know. They just do what they want.
I don't understand. Oh, Mama
They're like
Bear's here. What's up? What's up?
Mama Bear's here.
Uh,
Mama Bear says, "I see your flash and raise you Phoenix." Yes.
mm, Phoenix worse
What?
than Flash?
What in terms of adaptations?
Yeah.
Well, certainly the movie Dark Phoenix was definitely like
Which
had nothing to do with.
because they did that saga twice, right? Like they did X3 and then they did.
Yeah, they
Why
did
they
an
do it
X
twice?
three.
I feel they wasted the hell out of. You know what? Let me not get started. They wasted
I
the
felt
hell
like
out
they.
of that saga.
Yeah,
Like that saga literally could have been how as important as the Thanos saga was in MCU. And
yeah, I felt like they had like a. They thought that they could do the Dark Phoenix better
mm,
than the X3 movie. I think in their brain or something.
mm,
They thought they were getting better at realizing X-Men movies, and they thought that they could do it. And
no,
then
that's
I
a
don't know
fact.
what happened. I don't know.
Niggas
The
thought they were
budget
the
ran
man,
out.
son. They thought they were the
Yeah.
man. Like, yo, I'm the man. We could definitely be X3. I'm like, yo, y'all definitely did. First of all, X3 wasn't even dope. And then y'all just did it again and it was still not dope. I don't know. I remember like everybody's big thing was like X-Men Origins. X-Men Origins, like, yo, this is the greatest. And then it was just like, I mean, I'm not gonna crap over X-Men Origins. I'll give y'all X-Men Origins. But I'm just gonna say, like, I don't know, X-Men Origins kind of standard. Like,
X-Men Origin Wolverine.
no, that was Wolverine Origins. Wasn't it called X-Men Origins? What was the X-Men? The X-Men
What you talking about?
X-Men Origins. What was it called? X-Men Origins?
I know Wolverine was called X-Men Origins Wolverine, and they never had any more origins after that because it sucked.
Hold on, give me a second.
What movie are you talking about? So about X1, there's X1, there's X2, there's X3, there's Days of Future Past, there's X-Men Apocalypse, and then there's
Okay,
Dark
my
Phoenix.
bad. What was it called? It was called
And
X.
Wolverine. There was a movie called just
I'm
Wolverine.
messing up the name. What is the name? What is the name of the movie?
Making this up.
No, I'm
Is
not.
this a
It
fan
came out.
film?
No, it came right after X3.
After X3, I thought after X3 was X-Men Origins Wolverine. I could be wrong about that.
No, I'm talking about the whatever X-Men movie came after Origins. I mean, came after X3. Excuse me.
I thought that was it. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Am I looking at it
No,
right there?
no. That whatever ensemble
First class.
cast.
Oh,
First class.
Mama
There you
Bear
go.
saying first class.
First
Right. I
class.
forgot about
Okay,
that
there,
one.
there, yeah. My bad. I couldn't remember the name, but yeah, that one.
So many X-Men movies. See, why don't they just call them X-Men 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That would be much
Yeah, like
easier. Like,
First Class was like, all right,
right. That was like the soft reboot or the requel, as they call it,
yeah,
where they reboot it but still have continuity with the others,
yeah,
which I think at the end probably messed them up. They should have just started over again. Would have made it much more cleaner. But Hugh Jackman was a big star, so they wanted his potential involvement in future sequels. Plus anybody else.
right.
But at the end of the day, it's like they already started over, so they might as well just continue from that. Of course, they made it like them way younger, like they were like in the 60s. And then that means like, and then they had them like in each decade. They had them up to the 80s, I think.
Yeah,
But the characters were still like kind of youngish looking. So I don't know if that worked necessarily. Then they had some time travel thing where I guess they try to make it work. I don't know. It's very confusing. But I think First Class was well received, and also the Days of Future Past was well received.
was it?
Especially the Quicksilver sequence. Yeah, people liked it.
Oh,
Made
oh
money.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. But it's certainly any of those movies did not prep them for Dark Phoenix.
No,
First of all, to do a Dark Phoenix movie, you have to like set up the relationship between Scott and Jean more, their romance and stuff, because it's a tragedy. Instead, they were like, I don't know, more concerned with other things. They were more concerned about what celebrity they had in the cast that was popping at the time,
Yeah.
and they would reorient the stories based on them. So Wolverine was popping, so they made the focus on Wolverine. Then
Hmm.
Jennifer Lawrence won an Oscar, so they wanted to give her more screen time. And Fassbender was sort of blow up, so they gave Magneto more screen time.
Yeah.
And Beast and Cyclops and those guys were like kind of just put in the wayside. And even Jean Grey. And then Sophie Turner was blowing up for the Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
so they decided to just make a Dark Phoenix
Wait,
movie
X
super quick.
those X Men movies were action movies, right? Or they
Uh,
were considered action. So,
yes.
so, but Jennifer
That
Lawrence was
action.
in that one, but she said that the other movie was her first action movie.
Well, it was the first.
She said it was the
Uh,
first action movie with a female.
it's true, as a
Listen,
lead,
I'm going by
as
Jennifer.
a lead, as a lead
Oh,
though.
as a lead, you're right.
I
Okay,
think as
yes. So, okay,
so technically
right. Listen, I'm just trying to go with the Jennifer Lawrence timeline. You know, she created
true.
it. The first woman ever in to lead in an action movie.
Mama Bear says uh Phoenix should be a trilogy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it should be. That should have been the biggest storyline they had.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. It's like that's why they were talking about they wanted Disney to buy the you know whatever, the X-Men back from Fox. They
Hmm.
wanted them to buy it, Marvel or whatever, and make the movies because they're like, well, Marvel already deals with space, so maybe they could actually do the Shi'ar and Lilandra and all that stuff,
Right.
and they could do X-Men properly and how crazy it is. But instead, I don't know, they showed us a sneak preview of what their idea of X-Men is, and apparently it's a multiverse reality where Kelsey Grammer is CGI Beast, and the first X-Men they unveil is Binary,
Yes.
the retconned mom of Monica Rambeau.
The fan
There's your
favorite.
X-Men.
The fan
There's your
favorite.
X-Men. Right.
Binary. Everybody, a
Right.
character everybody knew about.
Exactly. That was also preceded by a multiverse scenario in which Patrick Stewart is playing Professor X in the yellow wheelchair from the cartoon,
Hmm.
who is killed by Scarlet Witch.
Oh, the Scarlet Witch sequel movie,
Yes.
co-starring Doctor Strange.
Right. So they didn't really, put their best foot forward in terms of assuring fans that this property would be taken care of in a much better fashion than the Fox movies.
Right.
So much so that people are having a soldier for the Fox movies once again. Thus, Hugh Jackman is back with Deadpool. So, the thing is, though, when you make your own comic books,
Hmm.
you have control, for better or for worse. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You have the control. You get to pitch it to whoever studio you want. I don't know. If they don't want to buy it, then you have to pitch it to a low budget studio to make the low budget version of your comic. I guess I don't know. Or animation, video games, motion comics, whatever you're trying to do, you have full control.
Well, that's
So
why.
if it's a bad adaptation, just don't sign the contract. But if you sell your project to someone else and they have creative control, just like all the other people that drew for Marvel and DC, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
So
Like
just
for
know.
instance, in Red, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we do the second volume, it's going to be adapted for modern audiences. You know, I'm kidding,
Oh,
but
right.
modern
Power
gaming,
900,
modern
yeah,
audience, and modern.
true. Power 900 says Days of Future Past is 10 years old. That's true. It's a long time ago. Mama Bear says Phoenix should be a trilogy. Yes, all right. I said that. Yes, it should be. Power 900 says Jennifer Dinosaurans. She's at the forefront of evolution, you know.
She could Jennifer Lawrence. She was also the first woman on Earth. You know what I'm saying? She superseded Eve. Apparently.
That Cyclops going to get any screen time. Mystique. It was all about Mystique.
Yeah, you're right. It was. Hold on. Here.
Power 900 says all. Let's see. All X-Men, the MCU will be front with female, probably. Who knows? I don't know. I think they're changing. I think I don't know. Something's going on, maybe. I don't know. I'm just not calling it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But there was news that Kang is over.
Yes.
And certainly with the X-Men cartoon, I don't think they're gonna start changing the name. Remember, Victoria Alonso said maybe we got to change the name to like X People or whatever she was talking about.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And now Victoria Alonso is fired.
So is it still X People?
No, she's fired. Not for that, but she was fired because I don't know she was making some other movie on the side while they claim she should have been, I don't know, doing her supervisory duties on Marvel films or whatever.
Yeah.
She made some short movie called Argentina 19 something. And it probably she could do both, but that was the contract clause that they could exercise to fire her or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and now the X-Men cartoon is coming out and it's not called X People 97, it's called X-Men 97. So I don't think they're gonna do that
true.
stuff anymore. They've lost too much. And now I guess the Fantastic Forecasting, they didn't make Mila Kunis the Thing or whatever stuff they were threatening to do, and
they were threatening
to have, bro. Yeah, and they were threatening to have Blade be fourth lead to his daughter and whatever it is.
There's still time.
And his baby's mama.
Who's his baby mama?
I guess whatever baby mama he hooked up with to make his
make Bloodline.
To make Bloodline, you know, but his dad be dad. He's a hit and quit it.
What kind of movie were we about to watch? Blade. You ain't never gonna see your baby.
Yeah, it's like Tyler Perry's Blade or something like that. It's like
Blade. When you gonna buy her some Pampers? That's what I was gonna watch. That's what we're finna. Blade, come get your daughter. That's representation, you see. They should have made that too. Nah, let me stop. Let me stop with my doom casting. I be in my Kenny chat talking about like, yo, bro, Paul movie, yo. They be like, stop, and I'm like, nah, bro. I don't know. You know whose fault this is? This is Hage's fault. Where's Hage? I haven't seen him in a minute. It's Hage's fault because Hage would always he was in our Twitch chat, y'all, and he would always be like, yo, get the worst casting, the worst storylines, the worst scripts, the worst. And then I'd be like, yo, Hage, come on, man, like give it a chance. And I was like, after a while, I started to see Hage's point. They might as well just go ahead and just ruin everything. You know what I'm saying? LCBR skipped over the cute comment. Oh, I don't know, Mom Bear. We could not figure out what movie was what. I don't know. I don't really have fond memories of them X-Men movies. I ain't gonna lie. Like X-Men. As a matter of fact, I remember X2 came out at the same time as Matrix Reloaded, and my hype factor, just don't, as flawed as Matrix Reloaded was, Flow the Matrix loaded. So when X2 came out, I was like, oh yeah, this was cool or something. And then I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The X-Men movies are weak, boy. The X-Men movies weak, boy. Next time you drop in Sunday. Yeah, Sundays are always hit and miss for me because Sunday, like on the weekends, I'm usually at my girl's house. So like every time you guys say like, "Hey, drop in," and I'm like, I might be busy, I might not. Unlike here when I'm like at home when we could like stream. But maybe one Sunday we'll like pop in on one of Maka's stream when you guys are going on a rant. I don't have to apologize to mocking you because I remember when the first time Suicide Squad uh game came out and I was just all jokes and he was like, no, he wasn't having it. He wasn't having it about what they did to Batman. And now that I'm playing the Arkham games,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I see what he means. I mean, I still think all these games are jokes, but you know, I understand his pain. You know, I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know me. I don't know. Like I was just telling the chat, like, yo, I can't ever take anything serious. Like I just like the reason I just say like make the Paul movie is because I was just saying how our boy Hage was just like what do you call that? Is that called black pill when you just like
Yeah. Your
yeah
black pill and
yeah I don't
it's
know
not gonna change and just accept it.
yeah like Marvel and DC and Hollywood, Paramount, freaking Disney, all these Netflix, they just got me black pill. I'm just like, yo, just ruin it, B. Ruin it now. Ruin it. I want you to ruin it. I want to see the worst that they can do. Just so that my entertainment is at least seeing how low these box office numbers could be. Like
Well, then, if that's true, how do you get your inspiration? That's the one thing. I guess
I
it comes
can't.
from digging in the past, I guess, or
Yeah,
going
yeah.
overseas and finding it wherever you can. Nowadays, you got to curate your experience. You got to curate your own viewing habits, your own reading habits. Back in the day, you just be like, well, the pop culture pipeline,
Mm-hmm.
as directed by the I don't know the mainstream media, is able to provide everything you need. The new shows coming out, at least one of them or two of them will be interesting, and out of the 100 comments that come out, maybe like 20 of them will be, and the top ones that are pushed are the best ones out. It's like that stuff's over. You got to now do it for yourself. You got to ask questions. You got to get recommendations. You got to like judge with your own eyes whether it's good or not.
Yeah, but it's funny. I think like it's funny. Like actually, if I really broke it down, like when Makani was on his stream and he was talking about like yo how they did this to Kevin Conroy and like entertainment it sucks now, blah blah blah, and I'm just sitting here joking. We actually have the same emotion, just at different times. Like he's like, yo, what did they do? What did they do to him? And I was sitting here like, look at this company and league with Sweet Baby. They ruined it all. Like, ruin it some more. But what really happens is that I have a latent effect where I'll just be like, all right, cool. They ruined it. All right, let me get to some drawing. And then I go look for inspiration and I'm just like, there's nothing new. And then I get mad. And then that's when I get mad because I already know that they ruined what I used to love. And then when I try to see, like, oh, well, surely there must be something new, and there's nothing, and then I get mad. So at some point in time, there's always disappointment and anger. It just depends where it is. I think my disappointment and anger happens off screen.
True.
I'm like, yo, ain't nothing ill around here. And I gotta go. I don't know. I gotta do this, bro. I gotta do this, y'all. I gotta go read manga. I gotta.
But that's fine. You know what I mean? That is a comic book. Like it doesn't
I
matter.
gotta
Like
just.
look,
Yeah. I gotta
got to
like.
go global.
This. It's so utterly annoying. I mean, but you're right. You're right. It is fine, and I'm starting to get I'm mostly okay with it. You know when I'm okay with it? I'm okay with it when I know I've said this before. I know I've said this before. I've had this conversation before, but I guess it ties into the whole make your own comic books thing. I'm mostly a lot better with this at handling this because I'm being black pilled. um and accepting it because I will do what you do and go back and get like the older pieces of entertainment and stuff like that.
And newer pieces. I mean, look,
And there's newer yes, and there's newer stuff.
get
And
yourself a Crunchyroll account, get yourself whatever, a Shonen Jump account. There's some new manga dropping every day, every week, every minute.
it
I guess
gets
it's like domestically there's problems like within
right
the American
now.
industry,
It
which is
just
saddening
starts.
as an American.
Mhm.
But I guess even in that you'd have to find the good stuff, but then you got to go to the crowdfunding, you got to go to the you got to go to ask around, go on Twitter, see if
Yeah,
something catches your eye, and hope that it'll be produced.
man,
And
there's some fire artists on Twitter, boy. I should bring
yeah,
some up for y'all. There's some fire artists on Twitter, man.
it's sort of like in order for a movement to happen, there has to be better gatekeepers or better, like, I don't know, money men involved and better people with actual taste.
Yeah,
You know, Mama Bear says Netflix has some good stuff. Yeah, you just gotta weed around. You know, you gotta just
yeah. You
you gotta scroll and scroll and the doom scroll.
scroll and scroll until you hit a Korean show, and then you're going to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm watching a Korean show. And some of those Korean shows are not perfect, but they are
No,
watchable.
yeah.
Like I'm watching one called Bloodhounds, where like these two boxers
Hmm.
are like, down on their luck, and their mom is getting extorted by some, I don't know what they call loan shark people. So he has to team up with another loan shark guy to like protect his mom and get and shut those guys down.
Hmm.
And it started off good. It starts off all right, but there's like these long stretches of like exposition that you could tell they're just padding out the episode.
Okay, got you.
Like the bad guys are just like, I don't know, talking to each other too long and how evil they are. And
Hmm.
but at least the show moves at a clip, and there's no like weird messaging and there's no lecturing.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
It's fine. Mama Bear says Blue Eyed Samurai was fantastic.
That I
I
have not
mean,
seen.
I have not seen that one.
Don't
I will
mind me
have to
jumping
check it
around.
out.
By the way, y'all, I'm gonna jump to my other red piece.
Woke Breaker is here. What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Woke
He
Breaker.
says, when is the cartoon coming out? Woke Breaker want to know when the red cartoon or Metal Legion
The cartoon
cartoon
coming out.
or the that vampire drawing that I
Right.
got confused with something else is
There's
coming out.
this that should not be named Amaris over here, who's just.
Yes, Sean's vampire diarrhea. No, I'm saying not that. No, no, no one, no one,
Ain't nobody want to see
no,
that
no one see the man.
at all. At all.
Yeah,
I do want it. So I do Woke Breaker. I do have. By the way, thank you for that YouTube video. Woke Breaker did a YouTube video on me. With all glowing praise. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, I saw that before the
So
stream. Sean showed me. He retweeted it. Thank you, Woke Breaker. I hope you're still in the chat. Thank you so much. We want to know when the cartoon's coming out too, Woke Breaker. Like we would
yeah,
love to
I
see our
want to
stuff
know
animated.
who we got to hit up. Who we got
Yeah,
to
I
hit up
don't
for
know.
that?
I'm trying to draw like some of it myself. I've
Yeah,
only
this
got
man is actually making an animation. By the
yeah,
way,
I'm actually making the animation, like with a Apple Pencil, like, but it's only like it's 45 seconds. You know how
right.
much is for a pilot for a cartoon? It's funny. I saw like they were sharing the pilot for the Boondocks.
Hmm.
It unearthed itself,
Yes.
and I guess they animated like what, like a scene,
Hmm.
like 3 comedy scenes, with voice acting.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Get the actual comic book actually, by the way, because
World Breaker said 40 seconds is fine with me.
I actually, so
Thank you, World Breaker.
I'm gonna do one as well. I have this Metal Legion little short planned in my head. It is probably, it's probably 30 seconds. It's probably 30 seconds. But once I could like get it out of my brain, first of all, once I can unclutter myself and get it out of my brain, I'll get that done. All right. This right here is from merch, y'all. Just some. Oh my goodness, I'm using the wrong brush. I'm using the wrong brush. Okay, here we go.
World Breaker said, what is it? Oh, 40 seconds is fine. Yes, it's a Red Cyberpunk Fairytale. It's an action sequence. There's a bit of a story element built into it.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, actually. Oh
Mama
shoot.
Bear, yeah, Mama Bear said 45 is fine for a cartoon. Yeah, I'm glad that people, especially when you do the cartoon or start drawing this stuff, it's like you appreciate like when you watch a cartoon and you see like the list of people at the end of the credits, you know why they're all there. Like
Right.
at the end of the day, because it's like everything needs a background
Yeah.
for the most part, and when you're changing the figure placement,
Mm.
if you, it's a new background, there's things you could do, like you could draw it and just have it zoom in and zoom out. So there's like things you can do to bypass that stuff, but sometimes you just got to keep drawing the figure over and over again. You got to draw a new background when they're
Yeah.
moving position and stuff.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, we see it. It's done by one. It's more than one man, so it's not like don't expect no Studio Ghibli or whatever. Like, but
Right. Right. Right.
I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good, guys. You'll see it. You'll see it. It's gonna look pretty legit. Power 900 says True Blood, the Sean Chronicles. That's right. With
Oh
Sean,
no.
that's his vampire tribute to
That's too cringe. Yo, Power, listen here.
Twilight.
Listen here. Listen here,
His
man.
YA fiction. When Sean does his YA fiction,
Ugh.
hit the YA market. Gotta make money somehow, bro. You know what I'm saying? YA market need a new hero. Tyler Perry hasn't cornered the YA vampire market yet. You know what I'm saying? So as a black creator, you can you can take over that whole sphere. That's all you, son.
Be a new pioneer, bro.
Pioneer.
Mr. Tyler Perry.
You can run the whole gamut on off-brand black audience. That's YA fiction. YA vampire.
Is there a
No.
YA market in the black community?
Probably. I don't know.
Really?
I guess so. Maybe they could happen. You can make it happen. It could be your thing. Diverse. It could be diverse. We need some Puerto Rican representation. To Sean. Okay.
That is right. That is right. My Latinx brother.
It just can't be a bunch of novellas walking around talking about their marital problems. Some action sci-fi representation. It just can't be movies like In the Heights promoting a bunch of Puerto Ricans with boom boxes outside, fire escapes, dancing the lambada, whatever it is.
I did not see In the Heights.
That's right. So it's the responsibility of us to create, I don't know, something that maybe people want to see. A novel concept.
Oh, let me finish this. In case anybody was wondering what I'm doing right now, I lost the original file for this.
You what?
Lost. It's gone.
No, it's back. It's still here. It's still around. I believe in it. It exists.
And
I'm willing into existence. So with this picture right now, and
mhm.
first of all, this drawing looks even better than the last one because I remember watching the other one, so I can see already in its formulation. This is looking a little It's full of life, I should say, and
Right.
it's in his new dark style, right?
Right.
It's shades and whatnot. So with this, are you gonna make this a poster? Or are you gonna make this
Yes, this is gonna be all kind of
a print?
merch.
Yeah. So we're
This
gonna
is
have a
gonna be
merch line, and this goes in, I guess, to how to make your own comics. Apparently, you're your own person. See, when you're in this indie space, it's all you.
yeah.
So you gotta hustle. We're learning that in real time. You gotta have your own merch line. You know, you gotta build your own universe. Now, if you're working for Marvel, they can buy a company called ABC. That's pre-bought already. Like Disney can buy a whole company called ABC, and then they could buy Marvel, and then have all their Marvel movie people
yeah.
show up on ABC, like Jimmy Kimmel, and then he can promote them and make it seem like it was organic. Oh wow, Chris Evans just showed up on the show. No, he was directed to go there,
Mm,
and they're not mentioning this is like basically self-made promotion. It's a commercial for the products that they already own.
right.
There is no transparency, okay? There's no shell corporation you can hide behind. It's all you. You're the salesman. You are the artist. You are the dancer, the romancer. I don't know. You the court jester. You're the YouTuber.
I'm everybody. I'm like that episode in Bugs Bunny where
Yeah, first base Bugs Bunny, second base Bugs Bunny when he's playing
yeah, baseball.
baseball and whatnot. It's wild. But constellation prize, you get to own everything and be your own man.
Yeah.
You don't have your character like be bought and changed up, and then they make fun of you for years because the adaptation was ass.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
I'm saying the part of Red would now be played by uh
Oh, casting Red. Who's the modern audience casting for Red?
I don't know who could say really.
Um.
It's random AF. The woman who played Ma or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's even better.
Octavia Spencer is Red. Like
See, I was gonna say Leslie Jones, but I overused that joke, so I think
no.
Octavia Spencer's better.
I guess I would choose Octavia Spencer because I think like her box office potential is probably better than Leslie Jones at this point.
Actually, you are correct on that.
So I might,
Octavia
concede
Spencer's
that
a lot
per
more
se.
marketable. Than
You know, I swear, I think you're gonna find out that all the jokes, ha ha ha, all that stuff is like they're trying to find like some way out. I think they're trying to find some sneak.
yes,
It's
they
like
are.
yeah,
They are. I
it's,
swear they are, bro.
it's like they found out that they're not buying this and watching this enough to maintain the lifestyle of the elite.
Hmm.
Like they have like 4 yachts and now they can only afford one. So now they're trying to get Beyonce into country music now and all this, like because they found because they found out that I don't know people from the hood they just like steal the MP3 off of YouTube, they rip it from with some program or something. Meanwhile, people from the heartland actually like whip out the credit card and punch it into like iTunes.
Facts. Oh man, there was.
Beyonce's business manager said, "I got an idea for you." These people in Kentucky, they actually buy the albums. Like it's crazy.
Now they're trying to capitalize, going into places where they know damn well they shouldn't be. Let's go to
Put
the
on the
country
cowboy
version.
hat.
Let's be in a church. Let's be in. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, church. Yeah, that's a new thing now. Church, the church.
no, don't. In matter of fact, don't get me started on this. It's gonna be a whole different stream.
Bro, there's so many people in church right now. All these people were twerking are now gonna be twerking in church. I don't know, something like that, just to get that church coin. Okay, things are in play. Things are in flux right now. Watch for the changes. Okay, you heard it here first.
Yeah, it's coming.
Woke Breaker says, I'm confused. Do you guys have your own studio that you do your stuff together, team up, or do you both have your own comics and drawings? So that's a good question.
Yeah, you want to answer it
Um,
or you want me to?
you can answer it.
All right. So, World Breaker, the way we are right now, we are a 2-man, I guess what you would consider a 2-man studio. And we created Red the Cyberpunk Fairytale. Boom.
Boom. You can
Yeah.
put on a big cam if you want. You know what I'm saying?
Um, hold on. Hold on. Do I have my mic on there? Please tell me I have my mic. Do I have your mic on there? Yeah.
I don't know. I think they can hear me.
Yeah, you got it. So, don't mind my artist glove here. But yeah. Read aside from Fairy Tale, this was the first comic we made. Boom, 88-page graphic novel. Dan and I both wrote and both the drew in here. Now Dan has the majority of the art in the book. I drew a little bit in the front end segments. That's actually one of my pages. Um,
It's all listed in the beginning
right.
of who drew what, but
Yeah,
our style on this book was very similar.
yeah.
So
We
it's
had we
very
we had
seamless.
we had a
It's
similar
not gonna
style. So
it's not gonna disrupt you, okay? But we both conceived the story. This is our comic, you know. We're like Eastman and Laird from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
mhm.
We're buddies. We're artists. I knew him for many, many years. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
You know, think of the big team ups. You know what I mean? Starsky and Hutch, Tango and Cash. You know, stuff like
yeah,
that. You know,
exactly. Lethal Weapon,
this Lethal Weapon.
Bad Boys.
You know, get in play. You know, things like that.
But yeah,
So
so we banded up and we crowdfunded that. We released it
it's
and
available at redcomic.com.
right.
If you order it, you get it like in advance. You know what I'm saying? You get it in like, you know, whatever shipping and handling
Yeah, it's about
depends
it's
on
about
travel distance, but it's about like a
it's
week.
oh yes. Right. Anywhere from
Within a week.
yeah, anywhere from 2 to 5 business days or so.
Ah, that's very good. I like that. 2 to 5 business days.
Yeah. So I'm drawing. So, uh, the team like the Marvels. Yo, chill.
We should be a team.
Yeah, we trade.
You and me.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever like I use my superpower, like I trade places with him, and then he's in his house, and then I'm in mine. And that's how. Did anybody actually watch that movie? It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus.
Uh,
I'm bumming a Disney Plus account.
same.
So it's like there's nothing really stopping me from going in except I gotta actually, you know, boot up the app and rotate its slow interface to click on this thing. And that part is kind of slowing me down. Like that part is kind of hurting me a little bit because I'm
Yeah.
intentionally giving myself brain damage on this. But
Like it's
it
so
is what
like
it
I'm
is.
on such a great streak. Like last year, I skipped almost everything except for Flash. But other than that, I skipped everything. And I was like, this feels good. I didn't watch it. I could see all the cringe trailers and movie clips, laugh at it from afar, and just keep it moving. I know poor souls uh, like Yellow Flash and my boy Demion and everybody like they have to watch it because
Yeah,
they
they have
have to
to.
review it. And I'm like, yo, man, I give it up to y'all. Like they had to go see Madam Web. I'm like, oh, yikes, man. I can't even imagine. But anyway, so
Not even the star of the movie saw it, Madam Web. Not even Dakota
bro,
Johnson didn't even see Madam Web. And I'm gonna go see Madam Web.
there's no way, yo. You had to have pay me money, all right? And them putting on them dresses in that premiere. I'm like, nice try, but yeah, nah.
Should have put those dresses on in the movie.
Yeah,
Maybe because I guess like the dresses got more clicks than any promotional material they were putting out after that trailer. But they would have nothing saving that movie. Okay, nothing.
yeah. I remember when my girl asked me. She was like, "Oh, they have this thing on. It's connected to Spider Man. You know what it's about?" I was like, "Oh, Madam Web." And she was like, "You gonna see it?" I said, "No." She was like, really? And I was like, yo, let me ask you a question. You ever heard of Madam Web? And she was like, no. And I was like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no
And
one
then she
did, and
was
no one
like,
was.
okay, point taken. Like,
And look, the studio's already like pretending this movie didn't happen. It's not gonna connect to anything. It's just gonna die dormant, segmented away from the official Spider-Man movies. It's
yeah.
almost a useless film to even get involved in. They say it destroyed their franchise.
Right. Um,
So it's like they said they were gonna make multiple films of this, and now it's not gonna happen. It's almost like something that's not worth it, like to even get into.
multiple films of what? Madam Web?
Yeah, they're hoping like if this thing was a hit, then they just make more Madam Webs
A
and
hit.
have
Yeah,
that be
hitting the
the
bank
super
account, huh?
team. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Woke breaker. So to continue the question, right? So we did red, and then later we started another project called Metal Legion. I guess I'll bring that. Why is my screen on that view? Now you may have you've actually posted art of this in the YouTube video that you did. Where are they? Here we go. So Metal Legion, about these two little tykes right here, cybernetic tykes, in a post-apocalyptic future. So as opposed to Red, that's in a cyberpunk future. Cyberpunk, well, I mean, you guys understand, the what the genre involves, which is big mega corporations, mixed in with government and people vying for power and things of that nature. Metal Legion is a pure post-apocalyptic, just deserted, messed up wasteland, and starring these two young teens that were injured in chaos and these kind of biomechanical entities that they have to fight. Um, and that has a first issue coming out. I'll show the first page. Where am I? Where am I? Spoilers. I got all my pages laid out. But yeah, that's the first page without words or whatever. And so at that point where we have two titles, which by the way, y'all, I don't know. This is why we say, like, share, subscribe, support us any way we can. We definitely
Like the
appreciate.
video
Yeah,
like right now,
we
just
we
click
definitely
it.
appreciate it. And the reason I say that is because Dan and I are probably insane. Because there is no way
No, it's
there's
legitimate insanity.
yeah,
Anyone who's trying to make a comic is pretty insane, but we just a representation, right? The insane,
right.
right?
Because there's no reason. There's no absolute reason for two dudes to do two full color comic books by themselves. I don't even know what that means, but listen, I don't know. We saw yo Webtoon be doing it, so we gonna do it, and then we did it. All right, so that's anyway. This one will be getting sent to print this year. Whilst this was going, so basically, what happened, Will Breaker, to finalize the question, is I took on all the art duty completely for Metal Legion. We both conceived, both read, and Metal Legion. And while I was doing Metal Legion and taking over the art duties for that, Dan completely took over the art duties for Red Cyberpunk Fairytale Volume 2. So this two-man studio, decided to work on two separate books at the same time. And by the way, both neither of these projects are connected. They are in their own universe.
Yes,
For all intents and purposes, they could have been in the same universe, but we decided not to do that. So,
right.
right. So one's post-apocalyptic, one is a cyberpunk adventure, and yeah. So basically, uh, um, if I were to give a vibe, I was gonna give like
Vibe check.
I was gonna give a vibe comparison. It's like, Red Cyberpunk Fairy Tale is like a generally a cyberpunk story. You have your superheroes in it, of course, because Red is like genetically enhanced, and all that. And Metal Legion is more of a I want to go ahead and say Mad Max meets. I say, oh man, it's like
It's like Mad Max meets, I don't know, Near Automata or something like
yeah,
that. Or
basically, or I guess you could say near because near is pretty much post apocalyptic.
yeah,
And by the way, I love I literally took all those elements, but yes, you're correct because it's Mad Max meets in there because the design elements that I have for this are a little more Mad Max than they are near. Near is
true.
very, it's near the outfits are near very clean, very very
Mhm.
clean. This one is I have them a little more shredded up or whatever. So yeah, there you go. And yeah, that about answers that question. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh,
Hey, Makani's here. What's up? He
what's
says,
up,
hey.
Makati? What's up? What's up? What's up? We were just talking about you. I was just mentioning you. We were talking about the whole Batman Suicide Squad thing, and I was talking about how I'm so I'm so black pill that I take everything as a joke. But like when you did your stream and you were not having it with a whole Batman situation, I think like my pain hits me differently, and it happened like after streams where I just go like they really ain't going they really ain't gonna make nothing new. Cause it's like I expect tragedy from Hollywood and AAA gaming. But then when the void isn't filled, that's when I just feel empty. And then sometimes I'll just be like I'll just blank out and be like, oh man. And then I'll just
Yeah,
have to go and watch old anime, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what Dan's
yeah.
doing.
I'm watching a plethora of anime, old and new.
Yeah.
But there's so much anime, you'll never get through it all. You'll never watch every anime
Right.
in the world. But so much anime is free. And I think it's important when we're talking about indie art and stuff to try and tell people that you can make comics without spending a lot of money or as much as you think you have to spend.
Well, yeah. I mean, you still
You
have to.
know,
I mean,
you still got to spend some money though. I
yeah,
tell you that. Like an iPad, if
yeah,
you're
an iPad.
drawing digitally.
If you got if you could save a $1,500, fifteen
Yeah,
hundred.
dollars.
50, I mean, I'm just saying that for with tax it if you want like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, 1500. Then you can start making some combos.
But if you already have some of the things available, then you don't need that much.
Yeah,
You have a computer that can stream, then you can do a stream like ours.
yeah,
If you already have an iPad that can function with an Apple Pencil,
right.
like an iPad Pro, and it doesn't be the latest, it can be a generation back as long as it still can receive iOS updates. You can now draw a drawing like Sean's drawing on the stream.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta find it again. Where's Red? Come on, man, girl, where you at?
So it's not impossible, really. Then it just takes, you drawing and draw the
Of
whole
course.
thing. And
Oh, by the way, just
yeah,
mention
Brina's here. What's
Brina.
up?
Yeah, I was about to say Brina's up in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the chat. Yes, Wolf Breaker says Disney will make the best friends, and Rogue will absorb her powers, and Bree will teach Rogue how to be awesome. You know, Disney can't help themselves. Yeah, Mama Bear says I'm not watching a Captain Marvel movie
No,
until it
I
has Rogue.
refuse. I refuse. I
Yeah,
ain't no way.
that's the funny part. Like they could actually have Rogue take Captain Marvel's powers, and then she could be out of the franchise. That's actually would be crazy. I bet you the agents will try and her agent will
That would
probably
be
be like, "I'm
hilarious.
definitely not doing that."
That would be hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, first of
Yeah.
all, hold on. We got guests in the chat right now. My man's screen name is the best. What's up? That's my boy Nate. My
Yeah,
man's
he
screen
says,
name is
"What's up, fellas?
Beefer
It's
Sutherland.
Nate Beef for Sutherland. That's the best.
Yo, I love that.
Beef. Yeah, Kiefer got beef.
I love that screen
Beef
name,
for
bro.
Sutherland.
Shout out to Jack Bauer. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Damn, I
What's
missed that show.
happening, Nate? What's good?
Yeah, what's up with you, man? What's up? What's up? What's
It's
up?
good to see you guys are holding it down. Best wishes, my brothers. Yes, best wishes to you as well.
Yes,
Still holding it down. As you can see, our
trying to.
art is still coming out. This is Sean drawing our comic book here.
Yo, am I
It's
on the
funny. The
right layout?
production value goes high. At
Trying.
least we can always claim that. You hear what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Yo, bro, like imagine like our stuff got big, and then like they
Yeah.
try to make a project, and then they try to put. Well, actually, no. I think this stuff is over now. I was gonna make a joke, like imagine that. Hey guys, so we're gonna make your stuff for like modern audiences. We decided, like yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen. Actually,
You never know. I mean,
ugh.
you know what's funny? There needs to be a tier of film adaptation that's not like dependent on crazy money like that. So they make all these weird decisions. So you got to make like BlackRock happy and
Your word,
whatever
like
group. It's kind of remember back in the day, they used to have movies that were like straight to video, like Full Moon Entertainment, or like some cheap
facts.
action movie starring like Robert Patrick is running around
Yes.
with a gun, and that was the movie, or like Gary Daniels is doing kung fu and all this,
No, you're right.
or
Because
cheap
now,
horror movies. Like, can we at least have that tier?
now everything got to be
You
like
know,
$8 million. I mean, not
yeah,
8 million,
not
80 million,
80 million.
800 million dollars.
Yeah, $800 million, or Tyler Perry, or Blumhouse, where the movie cost $3 million. They were gonna make a movie about Gem and have it cost $4.
They were gonna make a Gem movie.
No, they did make the Gem movie and they didn't make money. I don't
Oh,
even know anything about Gem. I just know it was like it was made and it made $4 on.
bro, I didn't even know they had a Gem movie, bro. You're killing me.
And I don't know those movies on Tubi that are like sub Tyler Perry, where it's like hood movies filmed on their Google Pixel phone. And that's the tiers of movies right now. It's funny, like back in the day, I'd be like, well, I don't know. There's got to be a way. I don't know. Are we gonna have to direct our own movie now too? That's just wild. I guess
Bro,
we're
I
gonna have to
can't.
direct
No,
our
no,
own movie.
I'm putting my foot down, bro.
Oh,
Like,
oh
no,
no.
no,
Well,
no,
I
no,
guess we're gonna have to. No,
because everything just
hey,
sucks. And like, yo,
better you than them, right? You
I
know what I'm
gotta make
saying?
my own.
You know best, right?
We gotta make our own comic books,
Live action movie, you're
and then
gonna
we
have to
gotta
be
make
like
our own
getting your little
anime,
hat and megaphone.
bro. Well, I got to code my own game too. You know, somebody got to pick up some slack. Like this is getting ridiculous.
Spielberg.
What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, did we just blank out for a second? Can you guys still hear us? Hmm. Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Oh,
hear
I'm
you.
stuck. No, am I good?
Yeah, yeah, you're good now. I don't know. That was probably like my
Okay.
my internet provider. Hold on, let me go through some
Yeah.
of these comments. My bad.
Yeah, my bad, son.
Makni says, I'm on the train, home drawn on my Android tablet. Ain't enough to watch Captain Marvel. I ain't high enough to watch Captain Marvel. Yeah, I don't blame you. Wait, can you draw on the train? Where you live, bro? Like, is that safe? He's living in the cousin of New York City, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, we all know who that. That's on the other side of the United States. So, the beautiful blue land of Cali.
Oh, okay. You said cousin, I thought you meant like New Jersey or something.
Oh no. I meant like I don't know, cousin in
Mm. Mama, I'm gonna
political.
skip down. Mama Bear said she hears both of us. Looking sounding good. All right, we're doing good.
All right, cool.
That's right. So Nagy's here. It says Red's looking red hot. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, since we don't have the budget, the $300 billion budget of Disney or whatever like Marvel Comics has to like shovelware comics into the comic book store, so that's all you see. Like, we have to rely on making our characters hot. You
I thought
know,
I thought like making a character hot wasn't a. I thought that was
Yeah,
a
it wasn't
prerequisite.
I
Yeah.
thought so too, you know. So I don't know. I just kind of believe in 1990s rules didn't change. So we're living a different multiverse where like those rules didn't change. You know, it's funny, like a show, like Top Cow. You take Top Cow, like Mark Silvestri. If he just did Witchblade like he did like in the 90s, maybe with like I guess the new art upgrade, whatever that is, or I don't know who that could be, but
Hmm.
just get a good artist on it. He'd probably just make money just doing the old design that Michael Turner and him came up with. But if they try to revitalize it and have her like, wearing a muumuu or something, then it's gonna be tough.
Hold on, trying to make sure that I'm being accurate to my own designs right now.
Like I see Rob Liefeld's Twitter, he's frustrated. He's just like, I want to be like Rob back in the day. He's having some kind of like, I don't know. He woke up from the stupor and stuff, and now, not that he ever was at the stupor, but I guess he's not taking it anymore or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, he wants to do big guns, action, crazy stuff again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember like they had a Youngblood image thing, and they tried to do it like more of like an indie style. They took no, it wasn't Youngblood, it was something else.
Hmm.
And it was like his characters, but they were doing like I guess the more I don't know, sophisticated modern audience update on him or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just like, come on, Rob, we just want to see you like drawing like the 90s with all your crazy characters blowing stuff up and he's like, all right, it's time for Rob. Maybe I could run the table and stuff. And he is. It's like when he sells stuff, it still makes money. I don't know.
Oh, there you
And it
go.
feels and now I guess Brett Booth is now drawing Spawn.
Hmm.
So Spawn's gonna look like like a superhero and not like a horror thing.
Hmm.
So now we got Rob and Todd are, they're doing their thing. And I guess Rob has always been doing this thing. But then now you need Silvestri to bring darkness and Witchblade
Hmm.
to its 90s glory again. And then
Hmm.
Image will be back to where it needs to be. In my opinion. Some people say Image is already where it has to be. And there's a lot of good books sometimes, but there's some very not good books, but
Right.
I can't be the judge of that. That is up to the judge of you. But anyone who tries to make a comic book as a hero in our eyes, because it's very difficult to make one,
Oh, very.
that is something that people won't say, but it's true. Let's see. Mama Bear says, uh, oh, this says, oof, that my brother's is right up there with my era. It named Gem. It wasn't in script. Yes, yes. That was funny. That was like an early casualty of film adaptations, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I guess the Bloomhouse thing is like you can't make everything for a low budget.
Hmm.
Maybe you can make a horror movie for a low budget if it's just like a guy stalking people, like
I mean, yeah,
in
that's
a house
sensible to
or
make a low budget horror film, but
right, or red syrup and with some food dye doesn't cost that much. You could just use that for the
yeah.
blood and. But if you're making something like an 80s property adventure with computers and special effects like Gemmed, and Boomhouse can't really make that for $4.
No.
So I guess a lot of, women were unhappy when that came out, I guess with Barbie, I guess they were more happy with that because
Man, they had the budget.
they had a budget, I guess. I didn't see either, so I can't.
I mean, it looked like it had a budget. I don't know.
Yeah, it had a budget. That, and it's funny because Spawn is being made through Blumhouse, and I'm like, who knows what's gonna happen there? I don't know.
Hmm.
We'll see. They're hit and miss. Some of the Blumhouse stuff is good. Let's see. McInerney says yes. This Gem of the Holograms film that came out in 2015. The best review came from Double Toasted,
Mm.
who gave it an FU. Yeah, My cinematic is back. Says what's going on? What's up? Mama Bear says I sold Gem for free. Wants her money back.
Damn.
Brina thought you were talking about New Jersey too.
Yeah, no. My bad.
Yeah,
My
Jersey's
bad.
pretty rough, I guess too, right? I don't know. It's kind of the same, kind of different. Probably New Jersey probably doing better than New York at this point.
Probably.
We were thinking about doing like NYC crime streams where we like talk about the new crazy villain of the month. We were debating like there was a guy who was like robbed a bunch of some beef patty place. We call him.
That happened
Yeah,
yesterday, I believe.
yeah, they robbed some beef patty place. You know, I don't know what they call him, the beef patty pilferer. I don't know what you.
I don't think he robbed. I think he may have robbed actually. But I think it was like four of them, and they
Mm-hmm.
ended up beating up a guy.
Ugh,
Yeah,
just like trash. There's no real superheroes in here. Maybe I don't know. You want to put on a costume and start
I
fighting
don't
crime?
know. People always talking about like Batman's a fascist. I'm like, well, then I'm gonna need some Batman fascism in New York, bro, because it's kind of crazy over here.
I don't know. That was George Lopez in the Blue Beetle movie.
Well, yeah, George Lopez and I don't know every
Do you think George Lopez is going to get a spin-off in the James Gunn universe? Do you think?
I don't know. They should do it. You know me. I'm all for Doom now. They should do it. They should make that happen. And yeah, I'll fully support it from afar by not actually watching it. Oh no! What the heck happened here? What happened here? Okay, here we go.
What happened where?
Power said we robbing Golden Cross now. Brina says the patty pillage. Yeah, New York. Um, but New York had some weird things. There's something gruesome that happened, and apparently, I think it was today. The New York City trains were stopped up. I'm not exactly sure what train, but I suspect it's the 4 train because there was a human leg in the tracks.
Oh,
Yes,
bro, they're doing voodoo in there.
yes, a whole leg. Somebody is missing one.
Wolfbreaker says this ticks me off. How does stuff like this get made? You have all the weirdo stuff like the She-Ra remake.
Mm,
I don't know. Yet He-Man, he was barely in the first one. I think now they're trying to be like, oh, look, now you get all this He-Man now in the second version. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they do it. It's very simple. Just make the thing.
yeah,
The source material is there. It's like they did Snake Eyes, GI Joe, and they had just one character, and they couldn't even do the origin like exactly the way it was. They had like I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. And then they had like shaky cam in the movie, so the action scenes aren't as tight as they used to be.
right.
And I'm just like, what are you doing? Just make a GI Joe movie. What the hell? Is it that hard? Like really? I guess it is because they can't make one.
They can't. I don't know. Everything is difficult for these people.
They need somebody who actually likes 80s action movies or understands the 80s or understands like the people who like the guy who made Kung Fury should direct the GI Joe movie.
Yeah, there you go.
That way he just make it look like the dang comic book or cartoon or something. Because he's not ashamed of the 80s.
Right.
It's like you will finally see a slew of anime properties once there's a new generation of people making them. Because I think right now it's just a business decision. It's funny. What are the best anime movie tie-ins at this point? And I guess we're grading on the curve. I haven't seen One Piece. They say it's okay. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh
Maybe
yeah, I haven't seen it.
somebody can answer that in the chat. What is the best animated film adaptations to date? And I mean, best, even if you think they're bad, like what is still the best of the bad? What are the best ones?
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh boy.
I guess what Battle Angel Alita or something. Alita Battle Angel, I guess.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Technically anime, you have well, gotta think about this.
Wait a minute. Well, oh no, wait. This is a manga. Never mind. Connect.
Well, it could be because they made an anime, I think. Alice in Borderland.
There you go. I was gonna say Edge of Tomorrow, but I don't think they made an anime of that.
Yeah, that's true. No, they did. But still, I guess you could say manga, I guess, adaptation as well.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Power 900 says that explains why platforms are crowded today. What isn't in the tracks at this point?
Yeah. Oh, Power, you're here in this lovely city. My condolences. I didn't know. You know.
Brina says, I looked it up. It happened in the Bronx end, not at the Brooklyn end.
Yeah. So there's a story. I actually know the whole story. I'm just like leaving you hanging. No pun intended. Um. Apparently, the unfortunate soul like was hit by a train in Brooklyn, but I guess like it that part of the person got dragged all the way to the Bronx, and they didn't fight until like days later for some reason.
Right.
And then there was so there was a leg in the Bronx. Yeah,
Mm. Brina says, I don't care about any adaptation. Oh, hardcore. Making her own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Brina's
She
like,
says,
nah, never,
no live action.
never, ever, 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 ever.
Mama Bear says, the problem with G.I. Joe is they need to embrace masculine men. It's true.
What's
In
that?
the 80s was a very masculine time. It was like, oh, we were over masculine. It was like just Arnold and Stallone, and
Right.
it came from that era. Like, Duke and Flint and people like that. They were
Well,
men.
see, I don't know. Being masculine is illegal now.
I guess it's like
It's
people in shape
toxic
and
or something.
like they're never gonna get it. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know. They want us to go into World War III. I think they would need like better recruitment
Yeah, I don't think they thought that one
films.
through. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna. They didn't think that one through.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you'll know we're about to enter World War III when they finally adapt GI Joe faithfully.
You're right. Absolutely right. Mom Bear says days later. Yes, days later. Like the person got hit like last week, and then like they found it on the weekend. Like I don't understand. I don't understand that. Only in the Bronx, okay, like or New York. Like I love it here. I hate this place, bro. But I guess I can't really fault that one because that was an unfortunate, you know, accident. Not I don't know if actual crime, like foul play, was involved in that one. I have to go reread the article, but
That's right.
it's an unfortunate person. May they rest in peace. Um, where were you? Oh yeah, I think you caught up. Power was talking about X Men Evolution. Yeah, I forgot about that. I
Nike
never
says I
really
never watched
watched X
Bleach,
Men.
but yeah, I never saw it either. I kind of skipped that one for some reason.
Heard it was good though. I just didn't.
Yeah, their version of Rogue was like goth or something. It was a little
Yeah,
bit.
I don't know. I think I like Southern Rogue though, personally, but
Yeah,
I mean I didn't watch enough Goth Rogue for it to grow on me.
man, the best adaptation was like Capcom, X-Men: Children of Atom, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh man, listen, everything was great. Those sprites were insane. Like
Sprites were insane. The Berserker Barrage, Cyclops' optic blast taking up half the screen. Like
sons, my man's my man's power super move was truly a super move.
it was legit.
Capcom
But
had no
yeah,
chill on the designers
no
when
chill.
Psylocke was, like freaking, thick as a milkshake, and
Yeah, that Psylocke should be like the official Psylocke. Instead, what they did with Psylocke was actually recently is that because the idea was that she was Captain Britain's sister,
Mhm.
um Betsy Braddock, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened was um her mind was transplanted into a Japanese woman,
Mm-hmm.
and was a ninja or something, assassin for this supervillain.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, they I guess got her to be herself again, her mind is inside of this Japanese assassin woman or something,
Mm.
and that's Psylocke. So she's like a British woman trapped in the body of a Japanese ninja assassin lady,
Interesting.
and that's Psylocke. So now what they did is like in the
Wait,
recent
who
one,
who I have a stupid question. Who had the powers?
who had the powers?
Yeah, like the original body, or did that transfer with her consciousness?
No, I think she still had the powers or something. I guess she had the muscle memory of being a ninja,
Mm-hmm.
but still the psychic powers of Psylocke.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like oh, okay, all right, I got you. I got you. I got
Something like that.
you. Mm-hmm.
But the consciousness of the original Japanese woman was lost or something,
Okay.
or overtaken, or slightly melded with. I don't really remember. But now what they did is they split them. So now like they're two separate people now, or something like that.
So
And now
the
the person that looks like Psylocke is now named Quanin or something, and the Betsy Braddock is now Captain Britain. I guess I don't know.
does Betsy still have the Psylocke powers?
No, oh yes,
Okay.
but I think I can't. I don't care.
Yeah, that's kind of corny.
I don't know. I just want the old Psylocke back. Like I thought it was interesting that they transplanted somebody's mind into another person's body, and it looked like Psylocke, and she was a ninja, and she had a psychic knife, and that was pretty legit.
Mm.
Played by Olivia Munn in the X-Men Apocalypse movie, and they didn't have her talk. It was like so dumb. Like
Oh right.
Mama Bear says, "Oh wait, Brina says, what part of Brooklyn was the person hit?"
Uh hold on. My girl sent me the article. Let me see here.
Mama Bear says, "I say often while recording gargoyles that it can only happen in a big city like New York. Like y'all don't see anything."
So the leg was discovered in like Brooklyn, like around what's this 170th Street, and the actual hit. I don't know. It's not saying where in Brooklyn. I'll have to get back to you on that one, Brina. Yeah, and it definitely was the 4 train. Sheesh.
Yep, Power 900 says, "Yep, there was backlash for Psylocke too." Mama Bear says the sonic powers are Betsy's. Yeah. I don't know. I guess what they're doing now with the comics is they're trying to find new direction. They're like ramping up the storylines that they had before, but they haven't announced their new artist team. They say it's a brand new direction, so we'll see what they do with that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it'll
I
be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So what I would say is just I don't know. They need to just give it to Udon. All right, just give it to
Yes.
them and have them draw anime X-Men,
Mm-hmm.
but cool anime. And they love and they work with Capcom a lot, so just have them look like the Capcom video game or something,
Right.
and have them write it because the guy in charge is actually a fan of X Men, and let's just be good, you know. I'm just, it's not really that hard. Do you remember the X Men animated series
Mm-hmm.
had in Japan? They had an anime intro. So when they showed it in Japan, it was like the American cartoon, right? Dubbed in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
But for the intro, they made an anime intro. They like drew one up,
Yeah, I vaguely remember this actually.
and it looked cool. They used to play it in America syndicated, but only on the end credits. There was also X-Men anime, and we probably talked about this before,
Yes.
from Madhouse. It was okay. It's pretty good. Brina says, I remember going to high school one morning and we had to crawl through a tunnel because someone was wielding a knife in one of the carts, threatening people.
Oh my goodness. So I was one stop away from school. I got on the next train going home.
He was acting up.
New York.
We have actually a stream talking about one of the NYC supervillains. We called him Firefly or Firebug or what?
The Firefly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the guy that was he was near a high school and he felt bothered and he took some newspaper, lit it on
yeah,
fire, and attempted, which thankfully didn't hit anybody, to throw it at people.
yeah.
That was yeah, New
He was
York City.
chomping on a big stogie
Yeah.
while doing it, or and he was lighting up the newspaper and throwing it at him. It's straight up insanity. That's what was going on.
I don't know
Pretty crazy.
the sanity level of. I mean, what else we? I mean, there. I mean, realistically, I guess there could be another villain stream of
So many.
it's not for those who are not in New York. I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now. Let me give you a quick rundown, a recap, if you will. We still have the crime. We still have the
Still
insanity,
got the crime, y'all.
except we have newer incidents, um, special guest stars of our immigration policies that are just kind of not in control. You know, we got neat little things like our mayor is just handing out $10,000 to people that are not documented. But that is beside the point
See,
because
Sean, you need to get undocumented too, so you can get some of that cash as well. You know
yes,
what I'm saying?
I joked today at work like I'm going to go to another country, right?
Right.
Become a
See, your
citizen,
name is now Sean Mufasa,
right?
and you have now come from
Like
another land,
I have come from
and
Zamunda.
right, and you need some loot right now. You know what I'm saying? You need,
Like
you
JG
need
Wetworth, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, 877
877
cash
cash now.
now,
You know what I'm saying?
not later. Now, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I need my
So
structured settlement. I need cash
right,
now.
exactly. You got the mesothelioma. You need the money now. You don't know how long you can even do the rest of this stream.
Right.
But anyway, yeah.
So
So they're porting some new some new supervillains. So
yeah,
there's a
so
lot of
we got
material that we can work with.
yeah, there's new supervillains. We got a group of people who are not, are not listed to be here, as you can say, and
Mm,
they got in a little tussle with our law
it's a little,
enforcement,
little.
and the outcome was they got off free.
Yeah. So there's not you got a wealth of material to work with. So that's a potential whole YouTube channel right there. Think about all the wonderful additions to our city right now, and they each have their own, like, you know what I'm saying? They got their own brand of flavor
hmm
of violent criminality.
Yes.
Some rob for beef patties or start trouble in beef patty joints.
hmm
Some set newspapers on fire and throw it at unsuspecting subway riders.
hmm
You know, some like Frank James
Frank
apparently
James,
has smoke grenades and throws them into cars and stuff while
because he
he
was busy being a fat ninja.
right being a fat ninja and like unloading the clip and then disappearing into the night like he was
Someone was Batman, so I need
yeah, like he was Batman, like he was Liam Neeson in Batman Begins, like he
say it was Raz Al
just
Ghul.
melded into the night, into the shadows.
Ninja vanish.
Everyone's got a unique origin You know what
Yes.
I mean? Everyone's, got a rogues gallery without Batman present.
Yeah. It's like, you know who got the rogues gallery? Us, the people, the
Yeah, the
law-abiding
people.
citizens of New York have a rogues gallery. Like,
Just
and
basically
Bruce
Happy
Wayne is
Meals
not
on legs
here.
for these people.
Bruce Wayne ain't here. Daredevil ain't here. The Ninja Turtles ain't here. Spider Man ain't here. Nobody's here.
But they're here, and they're very interesting people.
Yes.
So we might have to touch upon them. Their unique brand of
Might
a,
wait for
a,
them.
a colorful bunch.
Right. Oh
It's like
man.
a bunch of Dick Tracy villains, like flat top and 88 keys and Hammerhead or whatever that guy's name.
Not Dick Tracy. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate this place. It's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the pandemic even, or I think it was during the pandemic, we had mysteries that I never went back to revisit. Like apparently on the roof of a McDonald's, like they found a dead body. I'm like, I I don't understand that. I don't even know how it got up there. I never went to follow it back up. It's just a New York mystery.
Just another day, another mystery of life in the big city.
Yeah. we,
Uh,
we we listed that that all of that, and Nagi said, of course they let him go. Come on, man, they were just playing around with the cops. That's all. No big deal. Jeez, man. What's that power setting? D train.
Power says 2020.
Listen,
Yeah, the tip line.
I th- I know a story of the D train, and I don't know how to explain the story, so I might have to explain that to y'all on Twitch. It's not really that bad, but I'd have to use some colorful language for it. Probably could tell you when we get together the supervillain story, like I'll list it. I'll
Yeah.
make a whole supervillain script.
Yeah, it'd be an NYC supervillain stream. You get to meet the special citizens of New York.
Yeah.
It says Mama Bear says NYC pigeon. Oh no, Brina says NYC pigeons will walk next to you, wait for the lights to change. I'm not even exaggerating.
No, that's a fact. They don't give a damn about nothing, man. They don't give a damn about
Power 900 says 2022 we had the black version of Man Stand, Batman Beyond hitting up the Cobb Avenue station when Robert Kelly were BFFs. We jail him. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
forget yo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yes, R. Kelly, yes. Yeah. Frank James is bunk mates with R. Kelly.
Oh, so Power, you were well versed in the lore of
So many people, so many special citizens.
in the lore of Mr. Kelly and
That's right. So if you could survive that and make it back home, you too can start your comic book career.
yes. And I guess that's the moral of the story.
So it's a lot of obstacles to face, but you just have to pummel through. This song's looking pretty good.
Thank you, sir. Red back in her full gear. Also, maybe one day, I wanna branch out, like we said, we're gonna have some YouTube projects as far as like the VODs go. But we'll let you know about that. And you know, perhaps I might make, as I'm going through it myself now, make a inspirational stream, a stream or rather inspirational video for artists, because I know some, like I could talk about like just go make the comics, but a lot of this it's I don't know, it really gets
Well, it's very difficult to
Yes.
make comments right now. And then you have AI here, and
Right.
who knows what's gonna happen with that. So people need like a hub to find out like how to make comments, what's going on, keep each other motivated, things like that.
Yeah. So I might make a video on motivation once I myself can like get my head wrapped around it because it's something I
No,
struggle with too as well.
no doubt. But yeah. So this is looking good.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm
So
about to get up out of
thank
here
you
soon.
guys. Yeah, thank you guys for stopping by on the stream. Thank you for the support. Like the video, helps us in the algorithm. Check out redcombook.com.
Yep. Yep.
This is a picture of Red right here. Um, yeah, this is looking good. You're gonna post this on the social media?
Yeah, I'll post the progress. And just for you guys to know, hold on. Oh, no, do I got it up here? I do. All right, that's red. That's red. That's redcombook.com right there. That's what you'll see once you go on the website. We have some previews. We have the cast. We have the about, and of course, we have the last tab, which is buy the graphic novel.
That's right. Click on that, and you go see.
And take you right there
Yeah,
for
no doubt.
our affordable price.
Right. So check that out, guys.
Hold on. Before we go, my boy John Stewart is in the house. Is from Facebook,
Oh,
aka Green Lantern. No. We just
even the
call
other
him.
guy,
You know
Daily Show, some
what happened?
say
No, not that John Stewart. We don't rock with that John Stewart. We only rock.
Hey, what up, John Stewart? What's up?
What's up, man? What's up, man? How you been?
Yeah, show the preview pages on this.
All right.
Keep that going. Look at that. Booyah.
I really like this. Is one of Dan's pages, by the way, yo. Just so
Right.
you know, this insanity right here. That
Page 1.
yeah.
So, so what's up? Yeah.
There you go. Stop
Mama Bear
resisting
says,
because you know the police. You know y'all know
yeah.
the police will be.
Mama Bear says Comic Hub. Yeah.
Comic Hub in
In the
the
lettering of the other one. No, I was
yeah.
kidding.
Can you imagine? No, we can't do that.
Corn Hub.
We can't be demonetized out here.
No.
I mean, we're not even monetized yet, but you know.
Yeah. John Stewart says, I've been good. Got to get that book, bro. I've got to get that book, bro.
Oh man, yeah. Just
Thank you.
man, my bad. I haven't been on like. First of all, I've neglected my Instagram, but I've definitely neglected Facebook, man. I haven't been. I don't even know what's going on. Yo, John, is Facebook still alive? Like, it's
Facebook has been wild. I mean, look, Facebook got real political and weird, and
yeah, I couldn't deal. Okay, it's like I felt
but
like Facebook was not welcome for me.
but maybe now it's all settled down, so we can hit up the socials again,
Maybe
see what happens. I don't know.
I'll come back eventually.
Now it's election year, so like, I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, election year, it's gonna be all crazy.
It's gonna be people trying to hate each other and hate their own family and whatnot. It just got kind of real
Come
toxic
over
and
for
weird.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. But anyway, show Red. You show her doing something here. That'd be
There you go.
cool.
That's one of my pages right there. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the last.
Right. So let's get a little preview there. You get to order the book. You know, we're making sci-fi entertainment, folks. We're making anime inspired entertainment right now in America through the NYC madness. Okay, there could be some kind of I don't know the NYC version of the Terrifier clown, Art the Clown, to pop up and snatch you up. You know, Michael Myers. But you know, we rush home and we continue to draw.
Yeah, because it's a mean place out
And
there.
yeah,
John Stewart said, "Yeah, regretfully, it's all weird and woke for real. It's still weird and woke. Oh man,
well, you just have to just run through it,
oh,
I guess. You know what I'm saying? Run the gauntlet, like.
I swear, like, oh, man, whatever. Look, because I don't know. Now I'm gonna end up on a rant that like
Yes, it's
That's
gonna be
gonna
wild.
go on forever. And I got
Mama Bear says my Facebook is mostly family, so it's definitely not welcoming for me.
damn. It's just like I go on there and like I don't know, get slapped with. Especially, oh, can you imagine this month? I probably just got hit in the face with like I don't know, freaking BLM banner or something.
Well, it is what it is. You black. You trying to get that migrant money, so you're gonna be doing. Look, things are changing though. Beyonce's doing country music now.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there.
Before they would say, "I'm not going to the country. I'm not starting to be the country." Now they found that country people pay, so now they're gonna, and they're going to church too. Apparently, now they.
Yo, these people. First of all, like, you making videos with demons and all that, and all of a sudden trying to come in here talking about like, can I get a little bit of this Christian money? Listen,
So,
y'all leave my Lord Jesus alone. Like, we can get out of here with all this.
they be twerking for the Lord.
This is ridiculous. What's going on? I'm flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted, confounded. Venus says Beyonce has done country music in the past. Oh, really? Well, she's coming back to do it for the unforeseeable future because they found out that country people are laying down the ducats.
They got the money
for the albums. Apparently, their iTunes account is connected to their credit card, and they're hitting the button.
Yep.
All they have to do is just talk about what's outside their house, their pickup truck, the ranch. Instant hit. You know what I'm saying?
The next time I stream y'all, it'll be from the ranch. You gonna see like I'm saying.
Brina says she has to look for more club flyers for the end of the month. Yeah, you definitely and five more Tubi clubs. We'll feature them.
Oh, yes, the MLK club flyers. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could find any of this goodness, we'll feature it next time on stream, guys.
All right, y'all. We
are
gonna be up out of here. John, Stuart, if you are still on and you have a Twitter, you could hit up in the comments. Follow me there. That's why I'm usually most active because I could be
definitely check out the description. Follow us on Twitter. Right. Follow us on Discord.
Yep.
We got all that.
No, he said Beyonce white. It's a Beyonce white. Maybe. I don't know.
We're no, but
anyway, y'all. We will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night. Peace out.